What's up, Eagles fans? I'm Fran Duffy, joined by former Eagles linebacker Ike Reese. Welcome to the Film Room, presented by Miller Lite. It's a great day here at the Novacare Complex. I'm excited. We just brought back Brandon Graham. Ike, talk about, I know you're close with BG. Tell us about BG off the field and just what he means to this Eagles team.
Well, we talk about guys that are leaders on this team, guys that are the heartbeat of this team. Brandon Graham is one of the first guys I think of. You know, you got the Malcolm Jenkins, you got the Chris Longs, the Fletcher Cox, all those guys, but Brandon was here before all those guys. And so when I think about this team being a championship team and finally winning the Super Bowl, I think about the play Brandon Graham made to strip Tom Brady. So when you think about great players in the history of this organization and some of the defensive players that have come through here that have left an indelible memory on you and an image on you, Brandon Graham is at the top of that list. And as great as a football player as he's been for this organization, he's been a better ambassador for this organization. He really does bleed green. He's a guy that's been through the tough times here as a player, persevered, seen this organization go to the highest point, and was at the forefront of that. So it's a great day in Eagles land having Brandon Graham back.
How was that sack fumble on Tom Brady? Arguably the #1 defensive play in the team's history. I mean,
I would say it is the #1 play, other than I guess maybe Concrete Charlie knocking out Frank Gifford.
Sure.
I mean, Brandon Graham's play on Tom Brady is #1 to me.
Well, he almost had one of those plays again in the playoffs this year, Ike, and we're going to see that here. A sack fumble against the New Orleans Saints in the playoff game. You're going to see him lined up off the right side. Remember, he lined up in a couple different spots last year just due to injury, and you see him ride the hump here, get the ball on the ground for Drew Brees.
Yeah, and I love that acceleration to get around the corner, and a great job of attacking the football is what we're teaching our defensive linemen in today's game. They're trying to outlaw some of the big hits to attack the ball. Brandon does a great job there of attacking Drew Brees' arm. Brandon will be the first to tell you that he needs to come up with that football there, but nevertheless, it was a big play at that moment in the game, and that's what you expect from number 55. Typically, when you need a big play, Brandon is there to deliver for you.
And remember, he came off that injury starting the season, so wasn't fully healthy to start the year. Really started to round into form on the back end of 2018. I'm excited for Brandon Graham to be back in Eagles green. All right, for Ike Reese, I'm Fran Duffy. Thanks for joining us once again inside the Film Room, presented by Miller Lite.